York's #1 news with Liz Kelly and David Navarro and meteorologist Lee Goldberg with the exclusive AccuWeather forecast. Now, Eyewitness News first at 4.
What a weekend to be a sports fan in New York. The Knicks back on the court tomorrow, hoping to lock down the NBA Finals. This after one of the greatest comebacks in history. Now fans are praying it all ends with the Knicks winning their first championship in more than 50 years. And there's this little thing called the World Cup. The first matches in the Meadowlands. Also tomorrow, we have what you need to know to avoid all the traffic tied to the game.
Plus, we are following breaking news right now. A deadly mass shooting in Midland, Texas that led to an hours-long standoff. We know at least one person is dead, as well as the gunman. We've got the breaking details just ahead.
But first, another AccuWeather alert, and that's the last thing people in parts of Long Island want to hear. They are still cleaning up from the mess from yesterday's strong storms, and now we're tracking the potential for even more severe weather in parts of our area. Good afternoon, I'm David Navarro.
And I'm Liz Chow, and the good news is that today is the last day of all of the extreme heat. Chief Meteorologist Lee Goldberg is tracking what we can expect tonight. Lee.
Okay, so bumpy start to the weekend, and then it'll turn really nice. In fact, we just have to get through the next 5-6 hours. So at this point, we have steam heat, and it's starting to fuel some of these strong storms across the area. And in fact, we now have a severe thunderstorm watch across much of the area. It doesn't include Ocean County, but it's until 9 o'clock tonight. So it's a short window here, and we have a severe thunderstorm that's approaching the Catskills right now, damaging winds and hail, a possibility heavy downpours as well. But the idea is this heat and scattered storm threat, that's through the early evening. We have to watch out for those damaging winds just like yesterday. We'll get a break from the high humidity tomorrow, and then we'll have to gear up for storms that could be strong to severe Sunday later in the day into Sunday evening. So here's the radar right now, and this will be the nature of things tonight. It's not widespread, a terribly organized line. It's kind of more widely scattered. So you see some storms over Warren and Hunterdon counties, another one near Ramapo, over Rockland County. This severe thunderstorm is producing 60-mile-per-hour gusts over parts of the Poconos and moving into the Catskills, so into Sullivan County in the next hour, and big storms in Kingston and Saugerties and moving toward Pine Plains, so northernmost Ulster and Dutchess counties. It looks like the best chance for some of these storms getting into New York City, it could happen in the next hour or two, but more likely closer to the 7 o'clock hour, and then look how they weaken, and they're offshore by the time we get to 9 or 10 o'clock. We are seeing record highs in JFK and Islip. We're getting close to other spots. I'll continue to update these. It feels like 95 in New York City right now, but even higher than that, Newark feeling like 102, feeling like 107 in Belmar. So plenty of fuel for these storms this evening. Heat advisories go through the early evening hours as well. It'll be very stuffy early on with that chance of a storm. I think our planners actually putting it a little too late at night, and then I think the refreshing air, or at least drier air, comes in. So less humidity tomorrow, an AccuWeather alert for later Sunday for another storm, and then more comfy early next week. Last night, look at all the storm reports, and especially hard-hit parts of Long Island. There's Massapequa right there. You see some of the nearby wind damage. That's where Eyewitness News reporter Krista McNally is looking at the damage and maybe awaiting more storms. Krista.
And this Massapequa area seeing a lot of damage. There is a tree down, and as you can see, I'm going to step out and take a look. There is still PSEG crews working to repair it. Behind me, they have been on scene for hours. The power lines came down. They were replacing the poles, and we're just reconnecting some of those lines. As you see, the massive tree is down on the front lawn. It fell across this lawn, bringing those power lines down with it, and really was something very concerning to neighbors who live nearby.
A little shocking this morning when you woke up and you see trees down all over the place. I didn't expect the storm to come. I heard some thunderstorms were coming, but I didn't think it was going to be this heavy and this windy.
On the south shore of Long Island, neighbors were shocked to wake up this morning and see trees fallen and power lines pulled down from the severe thunderstorms, prompting alerts from the National Weather Service as the storms rolled in.
I got the text, the alert that there was going to be a storm, stay away from the windows, and I heard a couple of bolts of lightning and then a loud crash, and yeah, here we are. My car is shot.
Lori Herbert heeded the warning and stayed indoors as the evening storms approached the North Shore. A tree crashed down on her car parked in the driveway of her Rocky Point home.
I was actually going to go out and get into my car in a few minutes, so the timing was perfect.
In Rocky Point, the fire department responded to 17 alarms in just over an hour, and 6 other departments aided in the response.
I'm happy that it's just my car and a little bit of house damage.
On Friday afternoon, people from Herbert's church helped her cut up the tree and remove it from her car. Over in New York City, there were 2,780 power outages because of the storms and the heat. Con Edison crews were seen making repairs this afternoon in Middle Village, Queens.
That does kind of concern me. A lot of these big trees, they could fall.
The heat also affecting students on our island today. Both Amityville and Central Islip School District had early dismissals due to the heat. That is the latest from Massapequa. Krista McNally, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
All right, Krista, we will stay on top of all of that. Let's turn to the Knicks right now.